What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted has just hit the PlayStation Store yesterday, and I downloaded it and I'm ready to play it. But first, I thought it'd be nice to take a nice trip down nostalgia road and look at the old games and rank them from worst to best. Now, I can't actually remember if I took all the videos of me playing through these games and deleted them, or if I just made them private. I'll probably go search through my history later and try to make them public again if they're still on there, because I really did enjoy all these games. So that's another thing I want to mention. I don't think any of them are bad. This is just more so ranking them from least best to most best. Now, real quick first, I just want to give you guys a quick message about the future of my channel, because I know a few weeks ago when I was doing my Dead by Daylight streams, I was saying that I would start editing videos and uploading them more like that. And my laptop is having problems with storage and whatnot right now, so editing is really a difficult process for me, and it takes like an hour to upload a 10-minute video to YouTube, so sometimes it takes more than that, actually. So as far as what to expect, I can't really tell you for sure right now. I might have my laptop looked at, fixed. I'm going to delete some of the shit that I don't need anymore, and then I might be uploading more, but we'll see. So back to the list, coming in at number 5 is Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. Now, this was a very hyped up game, and of course it's the most recent one in the official Scott Cawthon game series. And while I did like a lot of the changes that they made, some of them were more of a detriment to the gameplay in my opinion. I really like how they tried to break the wheel of repetitiveness in these games by making you do something different each night. And there were definitely highlights. Belora's Gallery was definitely terrifying and one of my favorite parts of the game, but there were other parts, one that was including Funtime Freddy and another that was including Baby, who is shown here in the picture, that I just thought were kind of bland and not as tense and stressful as the other games had in their gameplay. Regardless, it's still a fun game. I just thought the story and the gameplay were overall a slight bit below the rest of the series. Coming in at number 4, we have Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, this is a game that tries to make some changes too, but they're not quite as drastic, and that's something that I like about it. Another thing I want to mention is that this game probably has the best or most interesting story of the entire series, because it tells the story of how the purple guy came to be through minigames as well as Springtrap, who I must say is extremely terrifying. I definitely do like the gameplay changes that they made with the whole ventilation, audio, and camera systems that you need to reboot at various times because of different ailments that the game presents to you. But the one thing that I will forever dislike about this one is that there's only one animatronic you really have to worry about. The rest aren't really scary, they're just phantoms to spook you and force you to reboot your ventilation system. So, long story short, I really enjoyed this game when I was first starting to play it, but after the first few nights it gets kind of old and repetitive and bland. In third place, we have Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This is, I still remember being really hyped when this game first came out. The trailer, I stayed up really late to watch the trailer when it debuted, and I have to say that for the most part, this game was a very, very satisfying reboot of the series. What's especially innovative about this game is it flips the script, but it also doesn't take away from how enjoyably terrifying these games are. And in this one, it's not a visual game where you need to be constantly looking at cameras and looking at doors that you need to close. You need to listen. This is very much a listening game, and that makes it all the more terrifying because any mistake that you make can result in instant death. It also has a really great story with the mini games, and I think it's safe to say that this has the scariest jump scares of the whole series. Well, they might barely rival the first in my opinion, but the graphics are pretty good for a Five Nights at Freddy's game, and the jump scares are pretty terrifying. And the runner-up for the best game in the series is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This is a sequel game that really took things up to the next level. In terms of gameplay, it's fairly similar to the first, but this one more than doubles the number of animatronics and characters that you have to worry about. This is definitely the most stressful game in the series, and the one where you have to pay attention to the most. You've got the music box, you've got the vents, you've got the hallway, you've got Foxy, you've got so many different things, and you need to know exactly how to deal with each one at the moment that you're presented with the problem. My one big problem with this game is once you kind of get going and you get to the second night and everything, you realize that you don't really need to use the cameras at all other than the music box. And I mean, I know it's nice to have these games innovate and have different gameplay. We don't want a repeat of the first game. But at the same time, the foundation of Five Nights at Freddy's was kind of, a point and click, look at cameras and watch them move around type of game. Overall, fantastic game, just a little flaw that I had to pick out. And at number 1, of course, we have the original Five Nights at Freddy's. This was such a simple yet terrifying premise for a video game, and I think that's what makes it so innovative and what made it so popular. There have been countless clones of this game since the original came out, and it's for good reason too. The simplicity is really what makes this one so much better than the others, because it doesn't have anything that it needs to improve upon. And there you have it, guys. I'm not really sure what else to say about this one. I don't want this video to be super long. I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts because I plan on either live streaming or uploading a video later this week of me playing the Help Wanted VR game on PS4. So guys, if you were making a list, what would your picks be? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a like and subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.